Yep.
Hi, everybody. I'm D.Lisa West, and I am a dream doula.
I am Cristina Spataro. I'm a psychotherapist and relationship coach.
And today we're going to talk about unexpected things that happen in life. For example, I'm taking a class taught by my favorite local minister in Seattle, and it's a prosperity class. And
Mhm,
last night she talked about, well, many different things, but she talked
mhm,
about why don't we expect unexpected income?
mm,
So I think a lot of people go, oh no, my car needs to be repaired, or my house needs this, or I need a new this or that.
mhm.
And suddenly there's an unexpected expense. I think that's a very common thing that people experience in life.
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
Something comes up, we didn't expect it. Now we're like using our vacation money to pay for our car, or
Yes.
we're we're looking for a way to make things happen. But what if we look at it for that's kind of a negative point of view, like, oh no, I have to spend more money. What if suddenly you just get money in the mail, or
Ah,
someone gifts you something that you didn't expect? In fact, over my lifetime, I've had 6 cars given to me.
oh my gosh. How did you get that?
I had really nice boyfriends. The
Apparently
first
so.
car, the first car was a used car, but it was the first car
Okay.
that ever had air conditioning. So I not only got a pretty cool used car, but a car that had air conditioning. One that because the car that I had at that point, um, I had put 3 different starters in it. So I had figured out if the starter started to go bad, I just needed a screwdriver, and I lay underneath the car and touch the screwdriver to a certain point and the car would start.
Mhm.
And my boyfriend at the time said, you got to stop doing that. This is just here, have my car. So wouldn't it be great if someone just called you up and said, would you like a car or a house, or here's some
Mhm.
money, or even in the smallest, tiniest thing, someone's going to buy you dinner or lunch.
Yes. Unexpected. Because it's something. So here's the thing. You're right. We're so accustomed to all the quote bad things that could happen, like,
Mm-hmm.
and they start to add up, like, oh my goodness, no, this repair comes or that repair comes, but we're like ignoring the things that just spontaneously happen. When you were talking, I was trying to think, okay, unexpected, and I was thinking of something more recent, but then I went back in my mind. This was truly unexpected. My late cousin, sweet sweet man, he was much older, and we were having a block party, and they were having a raffle, and I wasn't intending to get a ticket or anything. I didn't have any cash on me. I was a college student, and he's like, oh no, Christina, you should get a ticket. And I forget how much he gave me. I want to say it was like $5 or something. I won the raffle, like, and because of, I'm going to say this, cousin Frankie.
Thank you, cousin Frankie.
Thank you, cousin Frankie. So where you are now, I know you're with those that have passed. But yeah, that was totally unexpected that I won this raffle. And I wasn't even intending to buy a ticket. And it was this unexpected good fortune. And sometimes that's even the nicest things. It's like we worry so much. Oh my goodness, I've got to make this happen. Where sometimes if we just relax and be open, detach from outcome, and you'd be amazed how the universe brings things forth. The raffle money I won allowed me to pay for college books that semester.
What?
Yeah, $200 because of cousin Frankie.
So the raffle was cash.
Yes.
Thank you, cousin Frankie. And very, very often, when I'm working with women, they reject it. They're like, no, no, thank you. No, don't give me that. No, I'm okay. Um, when really, if you want something, if you ask for something from the universe, as my
Right,
friend Marilyn says, the answer
right.
is yes,
Yes.
not yet,
eh,
or here's something better.
There's something
And the
better.
way help comes to us is through other people.
Yes.
We're just not living in this imaginal, energetic world.
Yes,
We're humans. We've got bodies and we've got houses and we've got things to do that are physical, and other people come and help us, like your
exactly.
cousin.
Like my cousin. And usually again, we can be working towards something. I'm not saying you shouldn't work towards things, but also don't be so tied to this is how it's gonna happen. Because a block party, a raffle, I had no clue that's how I was paying for college books that semester. That was not even something on my radar.
Nice.
So it can also be in terms of that. And I got a movie about an unexpected surprise.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so this was a movie. It's an oldie. I want to say 1990s. Diane Keaton, Baby Boom. The movie's called Baby Boom.
Okay.
Now I'm not sure if it's late 80s, early 90s. I want to say it's around then. And so Diane Keaton plays, this driven career woman, and the little introduction at the beginning kind of sums it up. Says, she came from a generation of, women were home being housewives, and their daughters were told, you can go and be whatever you want, and you can have it all. And then they were saying, and here we have JC White, she has it all, and she has a live-in boyfriend, she's working, she's a top executive, not even thinking about anything else. So spoiler, she inherits a baby. She inherits a baby from a cousin she hasn't seen since, I think she says in the, I'm inheriting a baby from a cousin I haven't seen since 1962, or so. He's like something around that crazy year. I forget exactly the exact year. And so apparently he and his wife have passed, and the only relative to take the baby is her. So again, this is a really tough, driven career woman who wasn't expecting to inherit this baby. But what is amazing is the inheritance of this baby completely changes her life in a way she never anticipated.
That's so beautiful. I have a friend who that happened to in real life.
Really?
She was a busy, successful real estate broker. And she had said to a couple friends of hers, they're like, if anything ever happens to us, you'd take the boys, right? And she said, of course I would. And she got them.
Wow.
She got them, and she stopped working for an entire year because of the trauma from the parents dying. One of the kids really needed some help, and physical ailments. It was a car crash
Oh,
incident. But she got back into real estate. She raised those boys up. They're grown men. I think one of them works with her now.
God.
And what happened in her life is everything changed. She was engaged to be married at the time, but the guy didn't stay.
Mm,
And her focus was her kids.
wow.
And she raised up those boys and took on the task. So you never know really what's going to come into your life that's unexpected. Maybe
Absolutely.
at first it seems like it's not a blessing.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe it seems like something not good. But what is good?
What is good? That is true. Because to do a spoiler of the movie, basically the arrival of this baby does upend her life. Because now she was this career woman, and it endangers like this partnership she's going to have. And similar to your friend, sorry, I'm doing the spoiler, the live-in boyfriend wasn't keen on this. So it completely upends her life. But it takes her life in a direction that actually turns out she's happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So sometimes the unexpected, now the interesting thing is they've done studies on stress, and happy things can bring us stress just like unhappy things. But if we let ourselves be open to it, and we don't, and recognize like, okay, maybe your life will change, but does that have to be bad?
Well, probably one of the most difficult things to try to do in this life we're in is to keep things the same.
Hmm.
Because to try to think that your life is going to be the same tomorrow as it is today,
Hmm.
uh, it's not going to be.
No.
Spoiler alert for people listening. Your life, your life, if you're still alive, you're going to continue to grow and expand
Mhm.
and become more and more of who you were meant to be. And
Exactly.
you can fight that all you want to, but life is going to bring it to you anyway.
Exactly. It is. It absolutely is.
Right. And so, wow, what if something amazing happens today? What if
Hmm.
something totally unexpected happens and you embrace it and accept it and celebrate it? How cool would your life be then if you're just looking for the next cool, interesting thing you didn't even expect? Expecting
Yes.
the unexpected?
Yes. I
Mm,
like it.
I like it too. So tell me again, I'm real curious to know. Sometimes good fortune is stressful for people.
Yes, absolutely. The studies have shown that people tend to experience heightened stress during times of change. And it doesn't matter whether it's good change or bad change, people experience heightened stress. Because again, we seem to have an issue with change.
Oh, right. I used to tell that to people when I was in real estate. I would say, there's a study that shows the 10 top stressors, and
Yes.
buying or selling real estate is in the top three.
Yeah, totally.
And at the time I looked it up. I haven't looked it up lately, but it's above getting married or getting divorced
Hmm.
in stress levels. So if you're
Exactly.
getting married or getting divorced and buying or selling a
Like,
house,
you're seriously
boom.
stressed. Ah!
Um, yeah, because moving to a new place, getting a new job, losing a job, retiring, having a baby, getting married, getting divorced, those are all the highest stressor things, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. And who knows? I have to say, I did not want to get divorced back 22 years ago when I got
Hmm.
divorced, but I'm really glad I did it now.
Hmm.
It was hard to go through.
Sure.
And now looking back on it, I'm like, wow, if I had more self-confidence back then, it would not have been so hard to go through.
Mm.
I I remember believing all of the negative things that were blown around in my brain at the time. It's like, this might happen, that might happen, all this other things, all these bad things are going to happen. In reality, some of them happened, but some of them didn't. And
Hmm.
here I am. My kids were babies then, and now they're grown women, and it's all good.
Mm. There you go.
Yeah. So, but I love the concept so much. And I'm going to embrace this for the next year,
Hmm.
that unexpected money can come into my life and I will be happy to have it, to spend it, to save it, and to share it.
I love that. I also will embrace that as well.
Right. And I've had people tell me that when they did a certain kind of forgiveness work, suddenly someone that owed them $6,000 just sent them the
Hmm.
money.
Hmm.
Someone they hadn't talked to in 20 years just sent them the money.
Wow.
Things just, happen for them. Like, what? Okay.
Wow.
So even if it's a penny on the ground or a quarter or a dollar,
Hmm.
how much is the most amount of money you've found on the street or on the ground?
The most amount of money I found on the street of the corner. I found pennies.
I
I
found
have
a
found
20
pennies.
once.
You found a 20.
In
Nice.
fact, with my girlfriend in Canada, we both
Oh,
found 20s. One was stuck in a cash machine and nobody there said it was
wow.
theirs. And the other one was on the floor of this cafe, both of them American dollar, $20 bills. And we were out having tea. And I was like, well, I guess the universe is buying us tea. Thank you.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that was fun. So
That
you
is.
never know. I mean, I always just think that's a wink
Mhm.
from the energetic side of the world. It's like, wink, wink, here's some money for you. You just found
Yeah.
it on the street.
I like that. An energetic wink from the universe. I
Right
love
on.
that.
Yeah. And
So
so the
how,
same kind of wink you can get if someone says, "Can I help you open this door? Can
yes,
I help you carry? Do you need help carrying your groceries to your car?"
true.
Um, whatever people are trying to give you, accept
Graciously
it and
accept
say
it.
yes, thank you.
Yes, graciously accept it. Ah,
Because as we know, if you're giving something to someone and they say, "Oh, I don't want that," how does that feel? Feels bad.
it does feel bad. You're right.
But if
So
you're giving something to someone and they are so gracious to accept it and be grateful, it feels good to both people.
yes, I love that. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm doing another movie.
Yeah. Okay.
So, because when you were saying how the idea of somebody opening the door,
Yeah.
so there's an old romantic comedy, Michelle Pfeiffer, George Clooney, 1990s. She is a single mom who's been badly hurt, and so she feels like the only thing she can get done is if she gets it done herself.
Mm,
So she famously will not let men open doors for her, do anything for her because, I think this is
big
even
enough.
a, so there was a scene there where at the beginning where she's with her little son and and this guy wants to open the door for her and she's like, no, no, you go ahead, and he's like, no, I insist, and she's like, I insist more, and so he finally goes, and I think he says something like stupid American woman or something, and the little boy goes, that man called you stupid, mommy, and she's like, I'd rather be stupid than sorry, because she had learned a long time ago she couldn't count on anyone. And it's interesting, into her life comes George Clooney, who is also divorced, single father, and it all starts when both their kids miss the thing for the field trip or whatever. So now they have the two kids and they both have to work and do things. So she winds up having to rely on him to watch her son, and then he has to rely on her. So they have to rely on each other. It takes all place in one day, and it is like one long day, but it's really about a woman kind of learning to trust, open up her heart, and that that not everyone is going to disappoint her.
Do you remember the name of that movie?
One Fine Day.
One Fine Day.
1990s, George Clooney, Michelle Pfeiffer.
I love both of those actors so much. So
Yeah, it was very cute romantic comedy. They were really good in it. I want to say Mae Whitman played his daughter, and she was so young in that. And oh god, what was the little boy again? Um,
I
he's been
cannot believe you
in.
remember all these movies and the names and the years, because when I look them up, you're pretty much right on. You know who was in them, you know what year they were done, you got the plot, you know all the actors. I'm like, what? I don't know. I saw a movie. I saw a movie. I sometimes buy another book and then I start reading it. I was like, I've read
Mhm,
this book already,
mhm.
or I've watched this movie already. I know what's going to happen next. Does that mean I've
Yeah.
watched it?
Or your psychic.
Yes, indeed. So I love that. Thanks for sharing those with us
Sure.
every week, Christina. It's so fun. So can you imagine something unexpected that
Hmm.
could fall into your life that you would really totally love to have happen? And if so, if you want to share it, I'd love to hear.
Yes. Oh, please do share with us and let us
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Now, I absolutely want to hear what wonderful, unexpected thing has happened to you. Please let us tell us.
yes, yes. So hopefully something amazing and fantastic and exciting and lovely and unexpected is going to happen to you, dear listener.
I like it. I like it. So until next time, my friend. Oh, and for those curious, I am taking your advice. You talked about adding movie stuff to blogs and stuff. So if you go to my website, therapythroughmovies.com, I have blogs on there that showcase a couple of movies, and I will be adding more.
Therapy through,
Therapythroughmovies.com.
okay, therapy through movies.com. Go
Yes.
there for more interesting movie trivia.
Yes.
Cool. Thanks, Christina, and until next time.
Until next time, thank you. Bye.